Ravens flock. The flock rundown is the place to be. My man Ryan has been a lifelong Ravens fan since he was born. So I'm telling you now, it's about to go down. The podcast, the flock rundown. Ravens, baby. Nothing gets better than waking up and wondering how high we can fly. Tune in.
Motionless brainwaves attempt to swim their way to sense, can't tame the untamed.
Appreciate you, Ray. What's up, Ravens fans? My name is Ryan, and welcome back to another episode of the Flock Rundown. So day 7 of Ravens training camp just wrapped up. We had Zay Flowers return, Kyle Van Noy return, but we did have a few absences. Deontay Hardy, wide receiver, kick returner, missed due to soreness. Harbaugh later confirmed. And then Rashod Bateman left practice about an hour or so in. It looks like he got hit in the ribs. And Harbaugh said that it's not a big deal. It's minor. He just is dealing with some soreness as well, and they want to play it safe. Everything should be fine, but it does suck that Rashod and Lamar are not getting a lot of time together. You know, year after year, it's like, man, there's always just like one thing or the other. Rashod's been dominating in camp for the first week, but Lamar was barely there because he was sick. Now Lamar's back. He's starting to stack some practices together, and Bateman gets a little banged up. So I don't think it's anything. I really don't want to like blow this up into anything, but just venting some of my thoughts. I think it'll be fine. I just hope that they both can stay on the field and get a lot of that crucial time to build chemistry so that Bateman can play that pivotal role in this offense this year. Offense had a solid day in camp today.
Good to be back out with my guys, back with the coaching staff. Good to be back in August, man. Football season.
I knew it would start to stack when Lamar gets back day after day. This offense is going to ramp up. Isaiah Likely with another huge day. Talk about stacking practices. It seems like he's stacking a bunch of practices together right now. He's been heavily targeted, catching a bunch of balls. Garrett Downing said that Isaiah Likely was the best player on the field today in training camp.
Day one, I just seen the potential in Isaiah Likely, and he showed it each and every day. Each and every day he want to be a better player. And then, you got a guy like Mark in his room who's showing him the ropes and stuff like that. And him being himself at the same time, it just magic happens. And he just got to keep going, though. Keep bringing that each and every day and keep trying to be a better player.
And we talked about it a little bit in the last video, but I really feel like Likely and Andrews are going to be on the field together a lot more than we've ever seen before, as they should be. You can bring out heavier packages and disguise the run and then create a ton of mismatches with these tight ends. And speaking of Mark Andrews, he caught a touchdown today. He continues to be heavily involved in this offense. Dayton Wade caught 2 touchdowns today. Zay Flowers caught a touchdown today. So as you can see, the offense is starting to make a lot more plays. It's nice to see Zay Flowers back out there. Not that he was banged up or anything, but he wasn't at the last practice. So to hear he's back out there today and caught a 15-yard touchdown from Lamar, I'm all for it, man. Keep making plays. He's going to be a huge piece of this offense, as is Likely, Andrews, and Bateman. I mean, these guys all are going to play pivotal roles in the passing game. Lamar Jackson spoke to the media today, said he's all good now. He's over the bug that he had. He's feeling great. He's confident in this offense, and he seems locked in, man. He's in great spirits and talked about wanting to become a champion and not just an MVP here and there.
It's been the first checkbox for me since 2018. I said that April 26th, whenever I was drafted, I said that, and I meant that. But this the highest level of this game, we play. So you got to go out a champion. That's what I want to be labeled as, a champion, not just MVP here and there. Like, I want to be a champion.
Not that I'm surprised, but I just want to commend Lamar Jackson's self-awareness. I mean, that's a huge trait in life, right? To be able to kind of realize who you are, where you want to go, what you're good at, what you're bad at. And I just feel like Lamar's always been transparent and super self-aware. He's not afraid to talk about, like, yeah, I've won multiple MVPs, but, like, that's not why I'm in this game, I mean, sure, it's amazing, and it's an acknowledgement that I'm doing really well, but the ultimate goal is to win a Super Bowl. The way you can be known as one of the greatest ever is to win a Super Bowl or two. Now, Lamar Jackson already is going to be one of the greatest ever. I don't think that he needs to win a Super Bowl. I mean, he's the greatest dual threat quarterback to ever play. He's already won 2 MVPs. His win-loss record is just absolutely insane. So Lamar's already pretty established, but he does need to win a Super Bowl to really like cement that legacy to be one of the greatest quarterbacks ever. You know, top 3, top 5 greatest quarterback ever. You're going to need a Super Bowl or 2. It's a reason that a lot of football players play is to win a Super Bowl. It's such a joy for a lot of us fans who are watching the game to watch your team on a journey to go win a Super Bowl. You know, I mean, it's such a major moment, and the Ravens are knocking on that door. So it was just nice to hear Lamar acknowledge that, and I feel like this team's locked in more than ever, as they should be, on getting that next Lombardi, the 3rd Super Bowl trophy for the Baltimore Ravens. There was only 1 interception on defense today, which is a weird thing to say after the first 6 practices where it seemed like the secondary was just dominating. But that 1 interception did come from a familiar face, and that is Marlon Humphrey again. He picked off Lamar Jackson, and he's just locked in this year. It seems like he's in a revenge mode to just remind dudes that he's a top corner in this league. Last year, he obviously dealt with a ton of injuries. He spoke about that throughout the offseason and basically said that it's very unfamiliar territory to have that many injuries. He regrets a couple ways that he handled it and rehabbed and rushed himself back out there, but I don't think any of that matters right now. He's out there balling practice after practice, and Marlon Humphrey is going to be a huge piece of this defense. I can't stress that enough.
Because I feel like we're very deep in the back end, you know, and I think we're deep throughout our team. But we've got a lot of guys, we've got a lot of confidence, and even some guys in our practice. I mean, TJ Tampa, you haven't even seen out there with a sports hernia, and he'll be back in a couple weeks. So just want to see those guys keep doing well, keep growing, keep getting better, and see where it takes us.
The edge room was also flashing today. We got reports saying that Tavius Robinson had one of his best practices. We got reports saying David Ajabo had his best practice today. They were both getting multiple pressures, and we need this. We need these young edge guys to step up. I'm very confident in the interior of our defensive line, but our pass rushers have a lot of question marks. A lot of them are very young, have not proven themselves a lot. I think Tavius had an incredible rookie year last year. I'm super high on Tavius Robinson, but obviously he was a rookie. You know, he didn't play. He wasn't a 3-down edge guy, and I don't expect him to be a 3-down edge guy this year either. But he didn't get an insane amount of opportunity to really take over and make a name for himself and make a ton of plays. But I think with the opportunity that he was given, he did a great job. And I think that opportunity is just going to continue to grow year after year, and he's going to play a lot more of an important role this year, as is David Ajabo. If he can stay healthy, this guy's got all the talent in the world to make noise. You know, we just haven't really seen a big sample size, but a few of the moments that he was out there in the regular season, he had couple sacks, a strip sack on Joe Burrow. So I'm super excited to see how these guys develop and progress throughout this offseason, throughout camp, throughout the preseason, into the regular season. I think Tavius Robinson and David Ajabo have huge opportunities in front of them. That's it for today, guys. I appreciate you, as always, for tuning in to another episode of the Flock Rundown. Have a beautiful rest of your day, and I'll talk to you guys soon.
Motionless brainwaves attempt to swim there where the sense can't tame the untamed.